Hey there! Welcome back to part 2 of our Kali Linux command series. Today we are diving deeper into some essential commands that will help you work with files, manage processes, and more. If you're ready to expand your Linux knowledge, let's get into it. We have got 10 commands lined up for you today, so grab a coffee and let's get started. First on our list is grep, your go-to tool for searching through files. Whether you're trying to find a specific word in a log file or track down a pattern in your data, grep has got you covered. Let's say you want to find the word error in a file called log.txt. The basic syntax is, and this will return every line in log.txt that contains the word error. But grep is a lot more powerful than that. Want to ignore case sensitivity? Add the -i option. If you're dealing with a whole directory or files and you need to search through all of them, use the -r option to search recursively. What makes grep so useful is that it is not just for finding words. You can search for pattern using regular expression. That make it a must-have tool for working with text files. Next up we have find. It is a powerful command that lets you search for files and directories across your system. Imagine you have misplaced a file somewhere on your system and you can't quite remember where it is. Instead of clicking through folders endlessly, you can use find. For example, if you are trying to find a file called example.txt anywhere in your home directory, you just type that. If you're only interested in finding directories, maybe you're organizing a project and need to locate all your subdirectories, you can specify the file type with -type, like that. Another useful tip, you can combine find with other commands. For example, if you want to delete every .log file in a directory, you can use this command. This combo is powerful for automating tasks like cleaning up large numbers of files. Just make sure you double check before hitting enter when deleting things. Moving on to cat, which stands for concatenate. While that sounds fancy, it is most often used to display the contents of a file. For example, to read the contents of a file, you simply type this command. It will print the entire file right in your terminal. But cat can do more than just read files. You can combine multiple files into one. Let's say you have file1.txt and file2.txt and you want to merge them into file3.txt. You just type this command. This will create a new file that contains the content of both files. Now we have echo. It is a command you will use often, especially when you start scripting. Its main job is to display text or variables, but you can also use it to write data into files. For instance, to simply print text to your terminal, you use this command, echo and the text. This command seems pretty basic, but it can be combined with redirection to write data to files. Let's create a file and write some text in it for testing. Let's type that this is a text file, and press Ctrl S to save. Then the command will be echo and the text greater than and then the file name. As you can see, I override the last text. And if you would append the text to the exist text without overriding, you should type double greater than instead of a single greater than. Next up is top. This is a super useful command when your system feels sluggish and you want to know what's eating up all your resources. Top gives you a live real-time view of the processes running on your system, including their CPU and memory usage. To use it, just type top in the terminal. Once it's running, you will see a constantly updating list of processes, with the most resource-intensive ones at the top. You can press P to sort by CPU usage, or M to sort by memory. When you're done, press Q to exit. Now, we have PS. PS is the command to use when you need a static snapshot of your system's running processes. Use PS space AUX. This gives you a list of all the processes, along with their user, process ID, CPU usage, and the command that started them. One useful thing about PS is that you can pipe the output to other commands like grep. For instance, if you're looking for a specific process, you could do this command. This shows only the processes related to Apache. Combine PS with grep for quick targeted search, especially when you're managing services or troubleshooting issues. Sometimes a process just won't behave, and that's when you use kill. The kill command allows you to terminate processes by their process ID. Let's say you have identified a misbehaving process using PS or stop, and you've got its process ID. You can end it with this command. But if that doesn't work, you might need to send a stronger signal. The -9 option sends a sick kill signal, which is essentially a force quit. Oops, there is no processes with this PID, but I think you got it. Be careful when using this, though, as it doesn't give the process a chance to clean up properly. Always make sure you're terminating the right process. Now, let's check how much disk space you have left with df. This command shows the available and used disk space on all mounted file systems. Run it like this. But the output can be a bit hard to read since it's in bytes. Add the -h option for human-readable output, which formats it into megabytes or gigabytes. This is incredibly useful for quickly seeing if you're running out of disk space, especially when you're dealing with large files or lots of logs. While df shows available space, du tells you how much space individual files or directories are using. This is crucial when you're trying to clean up your system and need to know what's taking up all that space. For example, to check how much space a directory is using, run this command. The -s option gives you a summary of the directory's size, and -h makes the output human-readable. Finally, we have apt-get, your primary tool for managing software on Debian-based systems like Kali Linux or Ubuntu. Whether you're installing, updating, or removing software, apt-get is the way to go. First, always update your batch lists to make sure you're installing the latest version of software by this command. And to upgrade all your installed packages to their latest version, use this command. That's it for today's video. I hope these commands help you navigate Kali Linux more easily. If you found this useful, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe for more Linux tips. If you have any questions or suggestions, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.